Hola, profesora Rodríguez aquí con clases de español, aprendiendo español juntos. ¿Listos para practicar? En este video vamos a aprender las capitales de los países hispanohablantes. Recuerden que pueden detener el video en cualquier momento para completar el folleto de hoy. Bueno, vamos a empezar. In today's video, we are going to learn the capitals of the Spanish-speaking countries. Remember, you may stop the video at any time to complete today's folleto. Well, let's begin. Spain, located in southwestern Europe, borders the Mediterranean Sea, the North Atlantic Ocean, the Bay of Biscay, and the Pyrenees Mountains, and is southwest of France. It is almost 5 times the size of Kentucky, with a population of approximately 50 million. The largest city and capital of Spain is Madrid, which is the geographical center of the country. Spain's capital city is known for the Royal Palace and the Prado Museum, which is one of the most important fine arts museums in the world. There, some of the greatest paintings by European artists are displayed. Although the royal family lives in La Zarzuela outside of Madrid, the royal palace, El Palacio Real, in the city of Madrid is the place where state functions and other official functions take place. King Felipe VI took over the throne after his father's renouncing in June of 2014. King Felipe and his wife Queen Letizia were married in 2004 and have 2 daughters that stand next in the line to the throne. There is great diversity among the various Latin American vernaculars. Spanish colonization brought the language to the Americas beginning in 1492. Spanish is the mother tongue of approximately 480 million people in 20 countries and 1 territory. There are 4 regions that make up what is referred to as Latin America. The countries where Spanish is the official language is what we will review in this video. The 4 regions include México, Centroamérica, Suramérica, y el Caribe. Before we begin looking at the countries that make up Latin America, let's look at how the Spanish language is impacting the United States. Spanish is the second most common language in the U.S., and it is the most studied language at all levels of education. The first European settlement in present-day United States was actually established by Spain in what is now Florida. There are 40 million Spanish speakers in the United States, and the U.S. Census Office predicts that by 2050, the U.S. will have 138 million Spanish speakers, making it the largest population anywhere on the planet. With these statistics, it's kind of ironic to refer to Spanish as a foreign language. Our linguistic landscape is changing, and organizations that do not acknowledge this fundamental shift in how America communicates will be bypassed by competitors that do. Great job for wanting to learn Spanish. You will reap the benefits as we move towards an ever more increasing Spanish-fluent society. La capital de México es la Ciudad de México. Mexico is part of North America, bordering the North Pacific Ocean between Guatemala y los Estados Unidos, and bordering the Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico between Belize y los Estados Unidos. Mexico is home to approximately 128.6 million people, making it the 10th most populous country in the world, and it has the highest number of Spanish native speakers worldwide. It is slightly less than 3 times the size of Texas. Central America consists of 7 countries, of which Spanish is the official language of 6. Centroamérica is bordered by Mexico to the north, Colombia to the southeast, el Mar Caribe to the east, and the Océano Pacífico to the west and south. La capital de Guatemala es la Ciudad de Guatemala. Guatemala is located between El Salvador y Mexico and has a population of approximately 17.2 million people. Geographically, it is slightly smaller than Pennsylvania. La capital del Salvador es San Salvador. El Salvador is located between Guatemala y Honduras, with an approximate population of 6.5 million. Its geographical size is about the same size as New Jersey. La capital de Honduras es Tegucigalpa. Honduras borders the Caribbean Sea between Guatemala y Nicaragua and the Gulf of Fonseca between El Salvador y Nicaragua. It is slightly larger than Tennessee, with a population of approximately 9.2 million. La capital de Nicaragua es Managua. Nicaragua has a population of about 6.2 million and is slightly larger than Pennsylvania, yet slightly smaller than New York State. It borders both el Mar Caribe y el Océano Pacífico Norte between Costa Rica y Honduras. La capital de Costa Rica is San Jose. Costa Rica is slightly smaller than West Virginia with a population of 5 million. Costa Rica is between Nicaragua y Panamá and borders both el Mar Caribe y el Océano Pacífico Norte. La capital de Panamá es la ciudad de Panamá. Panama is slightly smaller than South Carolina and is located between Colombia y Costa Rica. It also borders both el Mar Caribe y el Océano Pacífico Norte. Its population is estimated to be around 3.9 million. El Caribe is a region of Las Americas that consists of el Mar Caribe, its islands, and surrounding coast. The region is southeast of el Golfo de México y el continente norteamericano, east of Centroamérica, and north of Sudamérica. The three regions where Spanish is the native language in el Caribe are Cuba, República Dominicana, y Puerto Rico. La capital de Cuba es La Habana. Cuba is about 93 miles south of Key West, Florida. This communist state is slightly smaller than Pennsylvania with a population of about 11 million. The island of Cuba was discovered by Christopher Columbus in 1492. La capital de la República Dominicana es Santo Domingo. La República Dominicana is in the eastern two-thirds of the island of Hispaniola, between el Mar Caribe y el Océano Atlántico Norte, east of Haiti. It is slightly more than twice the size of New Jersey, with a population of about 10.5 million. It was also explored and claimed by Christopher Columbus on his first voyage in 1492. La capital de Puerto Rico es San Juan. Puerto Rico is slightly less than 3 times the size of Rhode Island y es una isla between el Mar Caribe y el Océano Atlántico Norte, east of la República Dominicana. La isla de Puerto Rico was claimed by the Spanish crown in 1493 following Christopher Columbus's second voyage to the Americas. Today its population is around 3.2 million. Puerto Rico was ceded to the U.S. as a result of the Spanish-American War. Puerto Ricans were granted U.S. citizenship in 1917. That's 1917, and is an organized territorio de los Estados Unidos. There are 9 countries in South America where Spanish is the official language. Sudamerica is the world's 4th largest continent. It is the southern portion of the area that is generally referred to as Las Americas. The continent is compact and triangular in shape. Sudamerica is bordered by el Mar Caribe, el Océano Atlántico Norte, y el Océano Pacífico. La capital de Venezuela is Caracas. Venezuela is almost 6 times the size of Georgia and slightly more than twice the size of California. It has a population of 28.6 million. Venezuela is in northern South America, bordering el Mar Caribe y el Océano Atlántico Norte. It is located between Colombia y Guyana. La capital de Colombia is Bogotá. Colombia has a population of 49.1 million and is located in northern Sudamerica. It borders el Mar Caribe between Panamá y Venezuela and el Océano Pacífico Norte between Ecuador y Panamá. It is slightly less than twice the size of Texas. La capital de Ecuador es Quito. Slightly smaller than Nevada, Ecuador is in western Sudamerica. It borders el Océano Pacífico at the equator between Colombia y Peru and has a population of 16.9 million. Ecuador has 2 time zones, and during standard time it has the same time as Washington, D.C. Did you know that Ecuador was named after the equator, which runs through the country? Ecuador is the only country in the world named after a geographical feature. La capital de Peru es Lima. The population of Peru is 31.9 million. It is in western South America, bordering the South Pacific Ocean between Chile y Ecuador. Peru is almost twice the size of Texas, but slightly smaller than Alaska. Las capitales de Bolivia son La Paz y Sucre. Bolivia is slightly less than 3 times the size of Montana. It is located in central South America, southwest of Brazil. Bolivia has a population of 11.6 million and has 2 capitals. La Paz was established as the seat of the government of the legislative and executive branches, while Sucre remained the seat of the judicial branch of the Bolivian government. To this day, Sucre remains the only official capital of Bolivia, but La Paz is considered by many as the de facto capital. La capital de Chile es Santiago. Chile is in southern Sudamerica, bordering the Océano Pacífico del Sur between Argentina y Peru. It is slightly smaller than twice the size of Montana and has a population of approximately 18.2 million. 90% of the population is located in the middle third of the country around the capital of Santiago. La capital de Argentina is Buenos Aires. Argentina is located in southern South America, bordering el Océano Atlántico Sur between Chile y Uruguay. Buenos Aires is a top tourist destination. Argentina has a population of 45.5 million and is slightly less than 3/10 the size of Los Estados Unidos. The tango, one of the most popular dances in the entire world, originated from the streets of Buenos Aires in Argentina y Montevideo in Uruguay. El tango would have never been born without the influences of the immigrants who arrived in Argentina in the 18th and early 19th century. El capital de Paraguay is Asunción. Paraguay is about 3 times the size of New York State, but yet slightly smaller than California. It has a population of 7.2 million. It is northeast of Argentina and southwest of Brazil. Due to its central location en el continente, it is sometimes referred to as el corazón de Sudamérica, the heart of South America. La capital de Uruguay is Montevideo. Uruguay has a population of 3.4 million people and is about the size of Virginia and West Virginia combined, but slightly smaller than the state of Washington. Located in the southern part of South America, it borders el Océano Atlántico Sur between Argentina y Brazil. More than half of the population lives in Montevideo. Throughout this video, I used many of the Spanish words that we've already been practicing in class. Since we are reviewing geographical locations, I added some new vocabulary for you to practice. Say these Spanish vocabulary words with me. ¿Listos? Mar Caribe, Océano Pacífico, Océano Atlántico, Océano Pacífico Norte, Océano Atlántico Norte, Océano Pacífico Sur, Océano Atlántico Sur, Golfo de México, continente, norteamericano, isla, territorio, norte, sur, oeste, este. Excelente. Muy bien, estudiantes. We are building a good foundation together. Even though these Spanish-speaking countries share a language, they are different from one another in many ways. For example, each has its own form of governing, each has its own economic system, they have their own monetary currency, and they certainly have their own customs and traditions particular to their people and their history. This is what makes it exciting to learn about these countries. Today we started with the capitals. Challenge yourself to see how many you can memorize. That's it for this lesson. Hasta pronto!